Hi, I'm Autumn with Feel Your Core, and today we will be working the entire core. Use a bench or an elevated object, chair, anything like that. And then if you have a large dumbbell or something you can slide your foot under, it could be like a chair kind of at the perfect angle or a couch or someone holding your foot down. You just want something that's going to hold your foot down. That is what we'll need. So we'll start off with a hip flexor crunch. And today, when I say we're doing the entire core, we're doing the whole core. People think abdominals is the core. No, we're going through, yes, abdominal work, but we're also going to be working muscles around the spine, and we're going to work inner thighs as well as outer thighs. So anything that helps to stabilize hips and pelvis. Slide one of your feet underneath your weighted object or whatever you're using to keep your foot down. And then from here, you'll pull your other leg into the chest. I like to hold on. I've definitely done this without holding on, but for me, I really like to hold on, not to use it to come back up, but to keep my thigh glued towards my chest. You're going to roll back. You're going to bring yourself back. And then from here, we'll pull ourselves back up using our hip flexors. So we go back, and then we come right back up. When we go, again, I'm not gripping on and pulling myself up. In fact, I'm going to use abdominals, hip flexors to pull myself right back up. Let's take it back and back up. With this, when you do this exercise, think of keeping, again, thigh fairly close so that we don't dump and arch into our low back. Also, we're going to think about reps that are low. Switch, go to the other side. So we're doing 8 right here. Low reps, because this isn't about how many you can do, but instead keeping that focus on hip flexors, making sure it doesn't go elsewhere through that exercise. So same thing, hold on. Keep your foot down underneath whatever object it is. Pull yourself right back up. Okay, let's take it back. Bring ourselves, pull ourselves back up. Can we use our hip flexor for that? Take it back. Bring ourselves right back up. And again, bring it back and up. Abdominals engage. Hip flexor does a lot of that work to pull us back up. What we don't want to do is like open through our back and then curl and round and use our like upper abs to get up there. Think about low abs stabilizing our low back, hip flexor driving, pulling us back up. And then from here, let's slide off. You're still going to use that elevated object for a Copenhagen plank. Take our elbow, bring it down onto the ground. We're going to go through all the stages and levels or progressions that you can do with this. Starting here, elbow underneath our shoulder, press your top thigh into your elevated object. Your bottom leg is going to stay onto the ground. If this feels comfortable, you can lift your bottom leg up. I love, you know this, a hand behind the head so we can push our head into our hands, hips stay high and lifted. If this feels good, well then round 2, we're going to move it on. We're going to make it a little bit harder, more intense. Keep holding here. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll release it down. We switch. We go other side. Same thing. Elbow goes under. Take our leg. Bring it to the top. When you're here, you can push your thigh down. Other leg is going to stay supported. Hips press forward. If that feels good, lift your bottom leg up. Push your head back into your hands and let's hold it here. Keep staying for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it all the way down. We'll lay down onto our stomach. Lay onto your stomach. So when I'm here, you won't be able to see my legs. That's okay. We're not going to really use them for that first part of this exercise. Maybe round 2, we'll add it on. Forehead heavy onto our hands. From here, find our abdominal engagement. Lift our head and chest up off the floor. When we lift, I want to think about the top of my head reaching forward. How long can I get my spine? And then lower it back down. Let's do that again. Let's lift. And then lower, thinking about our head heavy into our hands, our upper back doing the work. We go up, back down. Give me 4 more. 3, 2, and then last one. Release it all the way down. Roll onto our side. Pick a side. Any side doesn't matter to me. Bend our knees so that our feet are in line with our butt. From here, round one, we'll lift up into our side plank and we'll hold. Drive your top leg up, lift and hold it there. And again, I like pushing my head in my hand. I'm going to lift and lower my top leg. So we just go up and down. We get obliques. We get a little bit of our abduction here. Lift and lower. Give me 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Let's switch. We go other side. Other side. Elbow goes underneath our shoulder. Same thing. Let's bend our knees. Feet come in line with our butt. When we lift up, we're going to lift and drive your top leg up and hold it here. Lower our leg down and lift. We go down, back up, and up. Stay with this. That's it. Give me 5 more. Hips press forward. 3, 2, and 1. Lower it all the way down. Okay, round one. Round one is done. We're going to come back to our hip flexor crunch. So bring ourselves back up onto our bench or your elevated object. We'll start off, left foot goes underneath, or at least that's where I'm starting. You can do the other leg if you'd like, and then bring our leg into our chest. Again, I like this because what it helps do is keep our pelvis rolled under just slightly. It more keeps our body in a neutral position so that we don't dump and arch into our low back if that is a place that kind of your body likes to go to. From here, let's roll back. And again, abdominals and hip flexor pull us up. Let's go back and up. When I'm here, something that I like to try to focus on is my foot. It's going to try to pull up onto that weighted object or whatever it is you're using. See if you can actually push your toes down to the floor. Reason being is that we can do this whole exercise from our shin. So if you are somebody who your hip flexors are pretty weak, you might actually be able to do this whole exercise really utilizing your shin and maybe other areas of the body that are already pretty strong and taking over. So push your toes down as much as you can into the floor. Come right back up. Now let's switch. We go to the other side. If you see me on this side a little hesitant, I'll tell you I broke my big toe. So the idea of my big toe being under a weight feels like the worst idea ever. So you'll see me a little more hesitant on my roll backs here, and that's why. Push your toes down into the floor. See how like slow I'm going? And then we come right back up. We roll it back and then back up. Same thing, low ab engagement, and pull ourselves up, take it back. That's it. Push, if you can, your toes into the floor. 3 more here. So minimize your foot really flexing and pulling up to do all that work. Final 2, so that this isn't a shin exercise. Last one. And Copenhagen plank. Inner thigh, groin exercise. Let's bring it to the floor. So last time we had our leg bent. This time, if you go, okay, that felt okay, but I want a little bit more, you can take the top of the leg and straighten it. And in fact, we can start to slide our foot out. Here's the thing that I'll tell you is that when you do it, it's fine. It's great. Just know every inch that you slide out, it's not a little bit more intensity. It's quite a bit more intensity. So just know that before you start. Let's go ahead. Let's lift and hold. Hold it here. Woo! Hold and push your head into your hands. My attempt to check the timer so we make sure we're going at the right time also delivered kind of a balance challenge there. Let's keep holding, breathing. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's switch. We go other side. Same thing. Take our foot, bring it up. Elbow goes underneath our shoulder. Find whatever intensity works for you, and let's hold. Push our head back into the hands, and then focus on lifting the hips up. Up, up, up with our hips. Keep holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it all the way down. I'm going to slide myself away from the bench. Lay onto our stomach. This time we will add on our lower half of the body if it feels good and comfortable for you. Forehead rests onto our hands, abdominals engaged, and then let's lift our head, chest, and hands up off the floor and lift our legs up off the floor. Can you, when you're here, think of length? So your feet are lengthening one way, your head is reaching the other way. You're thinking opposition, and then lower it all the way back down. Abs engaged, lift back up and back down. When we lift, we're lifting from our upper thigh. We're thinking how straight, how engaged can our legs be? Our quads, straighten our legs and lengthen them out long. Let's go, 5 more. 5. Again, how long can I be? 4. It does not take as much energy or work to lift high. It takes a whole lot of muscle work to think of the opposition in this exercise. We've got one last one. Hold it at the very top. How long can I get? How much can I lift from my upper thigh? Straight legs, head heavy for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down and roll onto your side. Bend your knees. Feet come in line with our butt. Elbow goes underneath our shoulder. We're going to lift and add a little bit of a challenge here. So let's lift it up and hold. Straighten our leg and lower and lift. Let's go down and up. Lower and lift. So we're getting some obliques in. We're getting those abductors in, so our outer thighs. That's it. Hold it here. Now circle our leg. Woo, think of circling from your upper thigh, upper thigh. Circle around, and can you keep the rest of your body still as you do so? And reverse, go back, other way. Let's go, circle. That's it, circle. 2 more. And then lower it down, switch, go to the other side. Same thing, exact same thing. You'll see probably for spatial reasons, my leg's gonna slide a little bit underneath here as we go. My circles might get a little bit smaller. Hand goes behind the head, feet, they line up with the butt. Lift our hips up, lift our top leg up. Now lower and lift, we go up and down. Keep pushing head back into the hands. Lower and lift. Last one, and circle. Circle, hips stay still, circle. Upper thigh does that work. Can you straighten your leg to do those circles? And reverse, go back other way. Oh my gosh, mine is like on fire at this point. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it all the way down. So that is a different core workout than maybe you've ever experienced. But what I can say to you is this. We worked our abdominals, we worked our obliques, our lower abdominals, inner thighs, our back muscles, outer thighs, our hip flexors. We kind of got it all in 4 exercises. We did them 2 rounds through. If you want to do it 3 or 4, please do. Give it a try. Have an amazing, amazing day. If you like this, please hit like. Please hit subscribe. Help us with that algorithm because we know that it likes, comments, it likes people passing this on. So if you like us, please help us. Thank you so very much.